hello. Let me turn the music down a little bit, so you should be able to hear me. And surprise, surprise, you should be able to see me as well. Hello, everybody. You might have heard a bit of silence or quiet at the start of the stream because, well, I had issues. It's getting weird poppings and clickings in the audio, and hopefully it's not doing it now. But yeah, I was getting poppings and clickings in the audio, and it's like unplug and replug my sound device, audio interface, as they're called. And yeah, that. Hang on, I need to make sure it's not just going to go on to the next song. There we go. Yeah. So basically a lot of faff is what I'm saying. So hello in the chat. Hello to Morbits. Hello to Starly. Sounds fine to you. That is good. That is good. Because it was doing like click, 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 click every now and then and whatever. And so I was just like, unplug the thing, plug it back in. And then because I did that and I had OBS open, it's like, I don't understand anything that's attached to any sound that's playing. You know, I don't know that now. I don't understand that. I don't get it. Kind of thing. So I had to tell OBS, hey. Otherwise it was like shut OBS down, like and restart the stream, but there is a way to go in just to change the audio settings whilst things are running and whatever. And yeah, you may notice it looks a bit brighter here, then it may look like this is billowing around a bit more because yes, it's very warm here at the moment. It sounds funny. That was a lot of fun. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's pretty warm here at the moment. You might be able to tell I'm slightly melting here. It's I try not to be too sweaty and stuff, but you know how things go. I do need to though, because I've been sorting out this and that and all the others and stuff like that. My glasses have been a bit smudged and whatnot, so they need to be sorted out. So yeah, today is Katie's premium waffle stream because yeah, there's going to be just a lot of waffling because it's far too warm to get into the Amiga stuff at the moment because that takes a while, and as people probably have known, I will get to your question in a bit. I got a little bit busy, then I got a little bit unwell, and because I was unwell, I got even more busy because there's more stuff to do because I was, spending time recovering and all that kind of business, and, and still recovering even, It's about a month after I got COVID, just a little bit over a month after I got COVID. And I think I'm okay now. I think. Not sure. I mean, at one point, it seemed to be making the fatigue of what I have, the fatigue of which I have does fluctuate here and there anyway. But it was, instead of like fluctuations like this, it was doing the fluctuations like this instead. So things feel mostly okay. I did have a little bit of a headache today, but, I think maybe it's just a random thing. Maybe it's because of the heat. And yes, I'm drinking. So, yeah, it's just going to be because normally what I do, if I was doing the Amiga stuff, is there'd be a certain amount of waffle before starting the Amiga stuff. And because I've been on, a few times in the last few weeks, but that's mostly been when I've been streaming with Starly, or not had the cam up or whatever, and so it's been just like, I haven't had the time to really waffle and talk and show things and whatnot. So this is definitely the waffling and talking and showing things stream, and also a little friend here. Just over here, which people haven't seen very, very much recently. I'm sure you're all wanting to see our good friend Tracy over there at some point, but she'll obviously come later. She does. And yeah, so I decided that probably because there'd be a lot to waffle about and whatnot, that we'd just do a waffling stream, get that out of the way, and then hopefully everything from this point on is going to be good. I mean, this week is still going to be pretty warm. I mean, I think Friday and Sunday are still looking pretty warm. Let me just check the weather at the moment. Yeah, Friday and Sunday is still looking pretty warm. Might even get, oh gosh, because we may be about like 30, 31 at the moment in where I am, and it might get up to like 32 and stuff on Friday. So Friday we might not have the camera up because I might be too melty to collect myself together and whatever. But I will be still trying to stream. Oh yes, you're doing a thing as well. I will get to chat in just a bit, but yes. So obviously, hopefully things are going to be back on track, as much on track as they usually are from now until the next thing. I know that there's a planned thing which I probably won't be streaming very much during, but I don't know if I can tell people about things. I mean, it's probably not an issue to tell people about what's going to be happening in a couple of months, which might cause me to not be able to do streams. Yeah, that's the one. I don't know if people want to keep things quiet. It's not a secret. Okay. Well, basically, you may know Chaos, who's not appeared in the chat. Chaos is in a far-off land called America, far off for me and Starly and Stars and West, and possibly some other people in the chat. But they are doing a little bit of a visit here, and so there might be. And you're in the UK, of course. You got UK after your name. Should really know that, shouldn't I? Should really gotten onto that really, but yeah. So Chaos is doing a visit, and so some days there may not be streams. I don't know if people are going to be wanting to pack into here to do like a little co-stream thing, but there's really not room here. I mean, if I will my chair back as far as I can go, and try not to pull my headphones out, as you see. That's it. That's as far as the chair goes back. I mean, if people want to like stand on my bed, I don't want people standing on my bed and just waving over in the background or whatever. But yeah, it'd be like, you know, people would be like, hi. Dang it, my headphones have come off. My headphones are disconnected. This should not be a problem. Once they decide to turn back on, I should be able to... Here we go. I can hear things again. So yeah, people will be all squeezed in like that. So yeah, this is just me trying to start things. And already we're just about 12 minutes or whatever, so, you know. Anyhow, so people were saying things. Morbid, you were saying, have I had a chance to watch any Minecraft videos? The people on SciCraft are insanely clever. I have not watched most of the recent SciCraft ones. I have got them kind of like on my playlist, but I've got so many things on my playlist. You know me and my backlog of things and whatever. It's why we have this. So yeah, I do have them to watch on my backlog, but I've been recently catching up with a TV show, which is nearly coming to its gripping finale. It's Better Call Saul. I've been catching up with that, and yes, so there's various other things I've been doing, like watching old Hermitcraft things and whatever. So there's a lot of stuff, all vying for my attention, really. Or my brain is making it vie for my attention. I don't know exactly how this goes. One or the other, or all of the above. But yes, so I have not seen the thing at the moment. The last thing I saw on the SciCraft thing was when they said they were going to be I think, taking steps to update to their new is it 119 they're updating to and that, and they were just making sure that everything was set up, so they were going to like take some steps between different versions along the way, just so that they could do certain things which you can't do after those versions. But yeah. So yeah, and Sally's saying that she has one of 4 Minecraft game levels done, and it takes about 45 minutes. So yes, if everything's okay for Sunday, sorry, got a few burps. If everything's okay for Sunday, Starly has said that she has a Minecraft map which I can have a look at and play and all that kind of thing. So I will be doing so when I get if it's depending on how much Starly has done before the weekend. As I said, Sunday it's going to be pretty warm here, so maybe not having the camera up unless that my reaction is something which is going to be important to the whole thing, Starly. But if it's not important, please, I may just not need to not have it so so warm, you know, with whatever. Yeah. Right. What am I going to do? I have some things set up. By the way, Starly, is Stars around at all? Because I have at least one thing which she may be interested in seeing if she is around. No worries if she isn't. We can probably show it anyway, and we'll have plenty of time to show other things like it in the future. That's okay. So maybe I'll leave that, but we'll be awake soon. Yeah, I'll leave that for whenever it is on my list of things to go over. First thing I have to go over, I've got a new song to play, but I may do that at the end. I mean, if people who are around here now, Morbid Starly, if you're going to be around, I mean, I don't know how long this is going on for. Probably not any longer than 1 or 2 hours. So if you're both can be around in 1 or 2 hours time, then if I play the song at the end of the stream, save me just playing it and going, you know, just in the background or whatever. Then we can do that. You'll be around, okay. Obviously I'll probably play it a few more, you know, many more times in the future when I can and stuff like that. But let me first, yeah, I haven't really arranged which order to do these things in, but let me just show something first. This is not an advertisement, this is not sponsored content or anything like that, but I have recently bought this here. It is called the Rebel Badge Book, and it is, as it says down here, merit badges for adults. You can see the author down there, Charlie Lester. I think they're based in the UK as far as I can tell. And basically what it is you know how you know, like brownies, scouts, all that kind of thing get badges for doing certain things and all that kind of stuff. There is, you know, obviously that for children, but for adults, you know, we don't get badges and stuff like that because people assume that doesn't work on adults. It definitely does work on adults. You know, if I can get a badge for being a florist, I might just be a florist. I might have not have thought about it beforehand and tried it and whatever. But hey, if I can get a badge for, that's not the right page. That's not a good page. That's not a good page either. If I can get a badge for being a linguist, obviously I'm kind of learning Japanese at the moment, so you know that is kind of something that I'm doing and whatever. But if I wanted to, this is all bad examples kind of turning to pages which don't have things on or have things on which I'm going to talk about anyway. If I wanted to be get a badge for being like a critic and like, you know, actually thinking critically about movies and things and whatever that I would watch and stuff like that, then, you know, previous to this I wouldn't have such a such an opportunity unless I made it myself and thought about it myself. But then, you know, it helps it being a part of a bigger thing, really, doesn't it? It helps that there are many other people in the country, in the world, doing a similar kind of thing to you, rather than you just making up things on your own and just like not having the accountability. I mean, but yeah, there's various things in here. I think it's like 52 different ones. Yes, there's 52 on the back here, and these are all the ones. And you, yeah, I don't think you can read that too well. Oh gosh, I've blown everything out, haven't I? Can I hang on, can I adjust things? Oh gosh, I've messed it up. I'm sorry, everybody. I have. Yeah, this was going to happen. This was going to happen. But yeah, so me and Stars both have this book here, and we are both going to be working on doing, you know, some things with these over time, because this is one that is a book that is generally created for able-bodied people and stuff like that, but they're on the Facebook group. They have a separate group which is called Spoony Rebels, and if you don't know the meaning of spoony, it's just basically it's kind of like a theory of how much energy you have to spare. It's like, I only have like 2 spoons of energy to spare today to do certain things, and you know, both of those have to go to having a shower, and then I just don't have anything else to do. And that's kind of like it's amongst like the disabled and community and that kind of thing. There's that language and stuff like that to say to help try help other people understand as well what is going on. So basically, people who have issues with the amount of energy that they have to spend every day and whatever are generally called spoonies and stuff like that. So there's a Facebook group for that. I haven't really had much of an in-depth look at that at the moment, but I am part of that group to look at stuff. But as I said, me and Stars do have this book. We're both working on stuff. We both decided to like work on stuff together, so we could kind of like help each other with things that we're not so great at and whatever. And as I said, I'm probably not going to be able to flick to the right page here at the moment, but I'm looking at doing the linguist one, because obviously I started doing Japanese anyway, so I suggested that there, and Stars is looking at doing some stuff there as well. Let me see here. Yeah, here we go. This is a linguist thing. So basically, it's like, you know, do a lot of things to learn language. So the ones I'm kind of like, you know, shaky on and whatever myself are having a conversation with somebody in that language, and cooking something from the country that language is from or spoken in. So yeah, I'm not so hot on my talking to other people. I'm not so hot on my cooking stuff. So, you know, I'm, you know, still making, you know, baby steps, sometimes baby mental steps towards doing this kind of thing. But, yeah, they usually have like, you know, it's like, as a general, rule for all of these kind of things, it's like try to do these within like 3 months. Obviously, it's not like strictly you must do this within 3 months or else you fail or whatever. It's just like, you know, try to do as much as you can of this thing within 3 months. 3 months should give you enough time to do most of the stuff in these things. So obviously I'm working on this, and Stars is working on the linguist one as well. And then we also are going to be working on something. You know, Stars wasn't so, you know, not as doesn't feel as confident doing the linguist thing as I feel more confident doing it. And then we also had one which I just turned to before here. which I wouldn't be 100% comfortable with just doing on my own. But obviously, since I've got somebody to do this with, then obviously it makes it a little bit easier to do it. But this one's called Camper, and you can obviously guess it's to do with camping and stuff like that. Not the thing I'm kind of like the most 100% keen on or whatever, but obviously I'm not, oh no, please, no, never, ever, whatever, on this kind of thing. But because Stars is currently recovering from surgery and can't actually go camping at the moment, we are kind of working on some of the things here, which mainly is to put together a first aid kit and stuff like that, which is a good idea to work on that kind of thing, just to make sure that you have all the bits and pieces you need to do that. And so yeah, there is a bunch of other things. I mean, one of the ones which I'd be like absolutely terrified to do, and depending on how far through the book we get over time and whatever, we may actually get onto this or at some point. But this one is called Event Planner. Oh gosh, and that just that doesn't speak to my strengths and whatever. But obviously working together with people, maybe it can be a help. So yeah, this is one thing which I've got, which I'm going to be trying to look at doing some various things from, just to kind of help me do stuff and do stuff outside what I might normally try to do and stuff like that. So that is that there. Also, so I've talked about that there. If anybody wants to ask anything about it, they can do so and such like that. But the next thing I have is one of the things I picked up the day I got COVID. So this is like, I had some stuff in storage at a relative's, and I decided to just finally go and just like sort through, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, and all that kind of thing. I brought the stuff that I wanted back here. So, I was doing very good adulting things and whatever, and I was being very responsible and whatever. And I wore my mask there, the entire way there and the entire way back. And I still got COVID. Whilst trying to be responsible. Gosh, it just, kick a girl while she's down, Anyhow, one of the things I because I was, obviously ill for a lot of time after that and busy doing other things that I needed to do, that, couldn't wait for me to stop being ill and all that kind of thing. I haven't really had a chance to unpack much stuff, but I did get one thing prepared and, dusted off and whatever for this. So who likes old things? I mean, you're watching the stream, you like me, so hey. But who likes old items and stuff like this? If we were playing Control, a game, which Stars played on her stream and completed, which we obviously give thumbs up. Hello, Stars. I was just talking about you. You completed the game called Control. How they had the items. What do they call them? The like items of power or something like that. Just in time for the old things, yes. Or artifacts or whatever they called them. The objects in that game. Objects of power. Cool. I have a thing which definitely feels like it's definitely an object of power, and would actually fit quite well with that in that game. I have a nice old telephone. It makes such satisfying noises. The problem is, the satisfying noises that it makes are probably going to get filtered out because of the. It's very good, yeah. This is the phone from our old house. It still has some details on here which are probably not confidential or whatever and that kind of thing. I've moved a few times since then, so it's not going to help anybody track me down and such like that, if it's even really visible on there anyway. But yeah, this is actually fairly heavy as well, so I'll pop that down for the moment whilst I get this set up, so you should be able to hear things now. I'm going to turn off the noise suppression, and you're going to see just how good this noise suppression actually is. So let me just turn off the noise suppression now. You can probably hear quite a lot more noise going on here, but it's really worth it because obviously to get the sounds of this thing. So this is like handset, wonderful handset things. There's a bell in there somewhere which I can't get actually to ring on demand. You can probably there you go, some bells in there and whatever, which obviously if you sent the right thing down the cable it would make ringing noise and stuff like that. But obviously one of the other things which is very much good about these phones is you've got the good old it's a little bit squeaky. Obviously it's quite a few years old now, but it's very satisfying. It's not quite ASMR, but yeah, just some squeakies and stuff there. But obviously it's got the nice little, hello, yes, do that, I'll be over right this instant kind of thing. It's just great for that. Let me turn the noise suppression back on so you don't have to deal with whatever noise is in the background there. But yeah, it's very much an object of power, an object of quite some considerable weight as well. You could probably do a lot of damage with this to people or property, which obviously I'm not encouraging. But gosh, yeah, it's quite heavy. But it's got the nice little thing in the back here, which you can put your hand in, pick it up, move it around, all that kind of thing. And you're talking on your phone, you go, hi, yeah, do this, do that, all that, yeah, or just basically, hi mum, how's it going? You're wrestling, yeah, just like bam. I'd say lamp them, but it's phone them, because as I said, this is a beefy piece of equipment. This is considerably heavy. It does say, you might see on the bottom, you might not see on the bottom because it's all blowing out or whatever, but it says BT rented. Now this was rented from BT, British Telecom, for quite a while, but at one point I called them up just to probably change it over, the name of the person the phone thing was in and all that. And they said, "Oh, you still got a charge on here for this phone which you're renting and whatever." And so we can just take that off. I mean, obviously we don't care about the old phones anymore and whatever, and you can just keep it. And so I have this hefty object of power, which is legitimately in my possession. It doesn't need to stay with the house or anything like that. But yeah, supplied by British Telecom. It's got a batch sampled thing on the bottom here, and all that kind of thing as well. It's like very, very good. You can see these are the bells in here that are going to be making the noise for when it gets rung. I don't think I've got anything just here. This is a key for a car radio. I don't think. There we go. I don't know if you can hear it because the noise cancellation is probably... Yeah, I can't easily tap it and whatever. Probably the banging makes it not a good sound anyway. But yeah, it is a very hefty, very attractive object of power that with a very satisfying thing, probably the noise cancelling. Yeah, a little bit harsh thing here. So if you don't know about these phones, what you would do, say if you wanted to dial 999, you'd have to go, there's the 9, stick my finger, that's 8, stick my finger in the hole where the 9 is, wind it all the way around. Let's have that down there. Stick your finger in the hole where the 9 is, wind it all the way around to here, to the little stop there, and then just let it go. That's one of the 9s. And then to the other one, wind it around again, wait for it to stop, and then wind the other hand again. So yeah, it's basically that's what it would be like if you needed to call in an emergency, which is, see, not the greatest to spend that amount of time. I think what I heard is that they did that because they didn't want people accidentally ringing it, because if it was like 111, you could possibly accidentally do this. You couldn't accidentally do that, could you? It's not like, oh, I fell on it and, oh no, I accidentally rang it. Yeah, that one. I can't remember, but that would take a long time to do, and just like cranking this around here. I mean, gosh, you would have been stronger back in the day. This is, you know, quite a hefty thing, and the springs on here are quite good. But yeah, so this is like the bit you hang up. You know, you've seen in like old movies and stuff like that. They go like, I don't know why they necessarily go like this. They do that, don't they? Or you see, oh gosh, it's got stuck down. Oh no. No, there we go. It's sorted. Or somebody's talking on the phone. It's like, hey, you gotta come here. You gotta help me. And the bad guy comes along and goes like, whatever. And you know, get there. Well, screw you too. And hang up and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a incredibly satisfying. And as I said, very heavy piece of equipment. Gosh, it's really a workout. I mean, you could probably just, you know, get some good muscle up with that if you, wanted to. But yeah, this is one thing that I did wish to show, because it is very, a very good thing. I have a bunch of other things down here as well. I mean, this is a unfinished snake pencil case that I made at some point with a penguin here inside. Very good, good penguin here. And what else is in here? Oh, a little robin in here. But yes, it's the unfinished version. I think I actually made one of these and sent it off to somebody. So somebody out in the world has one of these. Oh yes, Stally, indeed. Be gay and do crimes. Just get that marked there. And obviously that is what is written on this thing, which I got from West some time ago, or a little while ago. What else do I have in here at the moment? Oh, I have a book which I haven't really gone through so much, but it's called Where's the Unicorn? So basically it's like Where's Wally, or Waldo, depending on your territory. And you have to look through a bunch of pictures and find out where the unicorn is in these things. But yeah, I haven't really had a good look through that. But I still have it. And another thing worth noting here is I have one of my original CDs of you're not going to be able to see that very well. If you know the CD, you know the CD. But if you don't know the CD, this is not going to... There we go. You can kind of make out the thing. This is Nancy Boy by Placebo. So for some reason, back in my youth, I was, you know, drawn towards the androgynous looking singer of the the song there, and whatever, who yeah, just, you know, but yeah, I got a bunch of other things over in here. We won't yeah, we won't go through everything, but I think this has relevance to the Amiga, you know, what this month in Amiga. Actually, this one doesn't itself. This is Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication. One of the other CDs of this has a relevance to what I would be talking about during the Amiga segment. on that. But let me pop this down. So yeah, that is the phone, and I got a bunch of other stuff which we can probably go over at some point once I actually dig it out. And since I hopefully I'm feeling mostly better now, it shouldn't I should be able to do some of the stuff which I'm wanting to do, like actually sort out the stuff that I brought back. Obviously I still have like a bunch of stuff. You can probably see boxes and other things around here as well. So but next thing on here, stars. I'm glad you are around now, because I had a thing which I wanted to show you. It's not the possum. The possum is a good thing. I just had this as like a placeholder thing. There's something interesting to look at whilst I was sorting through stuff and such. But one thing which I thought you and Starly might like, and possibly other people as well, is this here. This is a website which has a bunch of Japanese books on. As you can probably see, this is more of a children's book, but that's okay, because where I am in learning Japanese, it's kind of like more on my level of what I can do. So I thought I might go over a children's book in Japanese, and you may have some kind of idea. And yeah, it's a good little doggo at the bottom there. Just a spoiler warning: this isn't a necessarily good ending to the story, but if you know the story that this is, then you'll probably understand. But this is it's like that's sheep, and that's like domesticated. So basically, domesticated sheep or whatever. So basically you got the herd of sheep from the little shepherd boy here, which it does say later on here. This is boy. So I think this is old domesticated sheep boy is basically what it says here. So little shepherd boy is what it's kind of saying here. And it's that, if you want me to read out the actual what it would sound like, it's good because it's got the furigana at the top here, which is basically how you pronounce it. I might have an idea of how to pronounce it anyway, but because I'm on stream, you know about streamer brain, stars. You lose many IQ points just from being on camera and having to talk a lot. So yeah, was that Hitsuji Kai no Otoko no Ko, which means shepherd boy. And it says down here, was it Aesopu? Aesop? Do you know Aesop's Fables? This is where this comes from. So you might know the story already. And this is a good word, I think. Monogatari. You do indeed, yeah. Monogatari, which means like legend or story or such like that. Not sure if you know the story. But you know of Aesop's Fables, they call it like Aesop's or Aesop story and Yori at the end. I'm not sure what that would mean. Some of these things is going to be like, I'm not sure exactly what that line says, but you get the idea. So this is Aesop's Fables and something about a shepherd boy. You should get the idea of what this is later on. I mean, normally Japanese books, you'd read them backwards to what you might expect for a an English book. Whatever, because this is like a level 0 book, as they have it here. This is not a. This is, you read this forward and has just the words in lines like you would have it in horizontally. Sorry, I'm waffling, but then this is a waffling stream. But yes, normally Japanese writing would be going down. We can look at some of the other books from this archive in a bit. But yes, let's flick through. And we see here, aru to koro. I think that's like at one point, yeah. Aru to koro ni is what we've got down up here. Aru to koro ni. It's like what we'd say like once upon a time, but like in a place. I think this is what this says here. Although existed in a place a boy. Yeah, we've got this otoko no ko here. That's a boy. Ga imashita. So basically, there was once a boy that existed. Is kind of what this is saying. So yeah, once upon a time there was a boy. And here, and then yeah, otoko no ka. So otoko no ko here. Wa. So the boy. Yeah, we saw this Hitsuji Kai Des. So was a shepherd. And here we go. The boy. Okay, asa. So one morning, the boy, sheep, isho. Not sure what that's saying there. On the mountain. Oh, one day the boy probably went to the mountain. Soshite. Can't say I know what that means. Let me just do a thing over here because I can look up. Sure. The thing here. So if I put in Soshite here, and then, so there we go. This is what this means. And then, so the boy went to the mountain, and then at night, I think this is here. Yeah, Yugata. When night came, he went home. And then, gosh, every day, the same work is what it says here. Atoko no ko wa omashiroku arimasen. I think they're saying the boy didn't have anything interesting to do because it was the same work every day. Nanika omoshiroi koto ga shitai na. This is basically saying something along the line. I don't understand every word here, but basically saying what could the boy do that was interesting? And he goes, soda. So it's, yeah, I have an idea, or basically that kind of thing. You can see that's kind of what's going on in the picture there. Gosh. So the boy, the village, yeah, boy went to the village. So otoko no ko wa mura ikimashita. So yeah, this is how slow I am at reading things here, but that's how you'd say the first line. If you are a beginner, of which I am. So the boy basically went to the village. Soshite, we've learned that means and then. A big voice, so shouted. You do know the story, yes. In a big voice, so the boy shouted and said, "Okami da!" You may know what Akami means. You may have seen a game called Akami, which is a good game about a wolf or a wolf god. Wolf goddess. I'm not quite sure. Can't remember exactly. But yes, Akami means wolf. So that's why you got Akami da. So there's a wolf. Yes. I think West. I may have talked to West about it in the past. And so the village people, all the villagers. Or it actually means all the villagers. You know, all the group of villagers. So what's it? Mura no hitotachi, so the villagers, kimashita, so came, and then okami wa doko da? Okami wa doko da? It's like, where is the wolf? Where is the wolf? And so it got here, the little boy. Oh, look at that little tricksy face. Back there, can I zoom in? Does this? Oh, it's not really going to work, is it? Unfortunately, you have to kind of just like imagine the little face. Is this zoom? No, visual search. No, that's not going to help, is it? But look at, if you can see the little face on here, look at the cheeky little face on the boy here. Demo, but okami wa imasen. It's you. It's kind of just have an expression that's very, very very, very you, or indeed possibly very Starly at times. But yeah, so Okami wa imasen. There was no wolf. The villagers went home. Kore, that omashiroi was interesting. That was interesting. That was fantastic. That was fun. You know, that's what it's saying here now. The boy laughed, or the boy smiled. We've got here, so obviously that's what is happening in the background here. So, oh no, the boy, no. As we said, Tsuki no hi. So, yeah, the next day, the boy, mata, I think that's like still or again or something like that. Mata o okina koe da, so koe de, basically shouted out. I don't know exactly the things. It's like say over here, so said and shouted, or said in a big voice, so said in a shout, I suppose is the way it is written. Okami da, okami da, which you probably know from earlier in the story means it's a wolf, it's a wolf. So carrying on, and once again the villagers they came out. The villagers still or again came out, but there was no wolf. And God, a little kid just having so much fun here. The villagers went home. Omoshiroi, that was fun, that was exciting, that was interesting. You know, then the boy laughed and smiled and all that kind of thing is what we've got there. And then, oh no, sono tsugi no hi means like the day after that, or the day after whatever. Yeah, there really was a wolf. That's what it's saying, or basically it says really wolf came. So a wolf really came the day afterwards, and you see like the wolf is chasing out the sheep, and then the little boy is like ah, and then yeah, that is running through into the village. The boy shouted out, what is this? Taihen da. So was it? It says it's like big change, but it's not big change. Let's have a look at that one. Taihen. Yeah, so this is what it is here, but it means very, gratefully, terribly, awfully, serious, grave, dreadful, and all that kind of thing here. Though the actual kanji are like big and change. So you can see how it's kind of like, you know, greatly or seriously or something like that, coming from that. So it's just like, it's terrible, there is a wolf, there is a wolf. But the villagers, let's just read this out here. Mura no hito tachi wa kimasen. They did not come out. And, yeah. Okami wa hitsuji o mina tabemashita. You can probably guess what that means. But this means sheep. This means 8, and this means wolf. So the wolf ate all the sheep. Yeah. And then the little doggo's like, I don't know if they're judging the kid or like, you know, just sad with the kid or whatever. But yeah, that's the end of the story, because obviously that's the end of the fable and stuff like that. So, but yeah, we can have a look at the little doggo through things here. The doggo doesn't appear a lot. Oh yeah. Yeah, the doggo doesn't appear very much during the whole story. You got the doggo at the start here doing a little scratch of their ear, and just on the title screen here. So if we go back, like here, but yeah, so it's a nice little sunset, and That's good. I can tick off that. Yes, I suppose that was actually one of the things, wasn't it? Because I did read through this before, and I thought, haha, it might be a fun thing to do on stream. But yeah, I mean, I can understand enough Japanese to kind of get, you know, the majority of this story down. But yeah, so it's Creative Comments by non-commercial. Was it not for distribution or whatever? I don't know. Let's see. No derivatives. Okay. So yeah, we are free to copy and redistribute the material in any medium or format. So I should be good. I do not want to translate the page. That's okay. Thank you very much, Edge. But yeah, so this is the site here, and can I just go back this way? I'm not great at navigating pages here. Can I just click on things and will it take me back to the thing here? Here we go. So the search results come up. Some of them are free and whatever. If I click on the free one, maybe. Oh, yeah. What's it? Mada. Gosh, I can't think of what that means. I wanted to just like search for free. I have gone completely the wrong thing because, as I said, my Japanese is not quite good enough to look over websites, especially when I'm streaming, as I say. So let me just get the right page up here, and then I can just like show the free books here. So yeah, here we go. Oh, I've got some Japanese and English ones here as well. So it's kind of, I possibly could have changed it over to English to understand. Well, here we go. But yeah, it's got level 0, level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They roughly correspond with what is called the JLPT, which is like a Japanese language proficiency test, basically what the JLPT stands for. They basically kind of go alongside the levels of that. So I think level 5 is around here, level 4, level 3, level 2, level 1. It's kind of like mapped to like the reverse of of this. So that's with like vocabulary and grammar and stuff like that is you know, the appropriate ones for those different levels and whatever. And if you get the highest level, the N1 in the JLPT, that means you're like pretty good. You know, pretty impressive. Well done. You're very good at Japanese. And that's, as I said, I think that's an official test that you can do. Yeah, these are some of the other ones here. Oh, there's a new one here. I have not seen this one. It says Mada. So what is Mada? Let's have a look and see. Mada means still, as yet, only, or more, or whatever. So it really depends on some things here. I don't know if I saw that one because I've seen some of these other ones. There's some pretty good stories. There's one with a kitty one here, down here. There's one with a dog who notices shadows and things like that. There's one about electric trains, which obviously is a big thing in Japan. I think there's another Aesop fable here with a bird or a crow, I think it is, and a vase. There. Something about tea. Obviously, this is the one we just looked through. The Boy Who Cried Wolf, as it would be in English, but this is just like the shepherd boy here in Japanese. There's a cute little dog here. Ipai, yeah, that's one I kind of looked through before. So some of them I do have an idea of, some of them I don't. And yeah, I kind of like read up to roughly around this area. I think some of these have been rearranged from when I looked at it. I can't remember seeing this one here. But yeah, there's another one of these little I guess this is a little chihuahua. I think it's a chihuahua there. And yeah, so these are like this, and these ones are pretty much along the same lines as the one we just looked through. And then the level 1 ones, they get a little bit more difficult here. See one with a doggo on the front here. We'll just open that up and we can have a look and see what that kind of thing. No, I do not want to translate. Thank you very much. We can see there's got maybe a few less pictures, a few more or more text and whatever. So kyoto, as you can see, are up here, and so yeah, more text and less pictures, kind of describing what's going on in there. And if you go down a bit further here, so say this one here, if we open that one and have a little look at it, this here now, you can see, yeah, the pictures don't describe what's going in the text quite as much, or you can't just follow the pictures to follow the story and whatever here. So you've got a lot more text and stuff here going on there. And then the level 3 ones, let's just open up a random one there and see what that one is. Now obviously the text is vertical, and now the books read backwards, so you have to click back here, so you can see there's a lot more going on here. Obviously the pictures don't give too much information about what's all in the text here and stuff like that. And then level 4 you have here, and then we go on to the level 5 one. They only have one level 5 book at the moment. This one taking a while to load here, and you can see here there's a lot more text and much fewer pictures going on there. Click that, and then the highest grade one that they have here at the moment is this one, which if we flick through the book here, you can see there's a lot more pages to it, and yeah, it's a lot of the pages just big blocks of text and some pictures just to give a little bit of an atmosphere to things. So yeah, that's a lot more. So obviously I can start on the easy ones, like, you know, with The Boy Who Cried Wolf and stuff like that, and work my way through to some of the more difficult ones and whatever. So this is a good resource for doing that. But I hope you enjoyed the story. As I said, Stars and Starly, I thought you probably would enjoy the story a little bit more than other people. Let's go back to the possum at the moment. Whilst I'm here, I might as well go through this other thing that I've got on here, which is this, which has come up, which is very good. Thank you very much, and I hope I did a reasonable enough reading of it. But as you can probably see from the screen, this is kind of like quite important to me. This is Jessica Calgren-Fozard, who does a lot of. It was a good story. Got to head up and make dinner now. Cool. I hope you're having something nice for dinner. But yeah, she does a lot of awareness stuff for disabilities and things like that. And here, she's actually talking about MECFS, which is what I have. Specifically, she's talking more about severe MECFS here, which I don't have the severe version of it. But yeah, because if you have the severe version of it, your energy levels are so low that you can't get out of bed, and lights are too much for you, and all that kind of thing, and it doesn't sound like a lot of fun. Fortunately, I haven't quite gotten to that point at the moment, but as I said, this illness kind of fluctuates, and so, you know, at points I possibly get to roughly around this point, but it's kind of obviously is only for brief moments until it fluctuates back up into things where I can do streaming and stuff like that. But some people have it so that basically every day they're, you know, having to have be in their bed in the dark, and, you know, it's not a great thing. So obviously, if you want to look up Jessica here, it's Jessica Calgren-Fozard, as you can see on the screen here, and there's a slightly more recent video here, but apparently the 8th of August, so a couple of days ago, was actually Emmy Awareness Day, and that. And so obviously I thought it'd be worth bringing this up here as well, just to say, you know, if you want to have some kind of understanding about, you know, what the condition is like, for me. Obviously, it doesn't as it get into the severe side of things like this. I am somebody who can actually, you know, do things, though sometimes not a lot of things, especially when I got ill. And if you want to know exactly kind of how things have been over the last month, when I've been not being able to stream, this might help you to understand quite the situation that I have found myself in. So yeah, I think that is that there. Also, let's go back to the possum here at the moment. Let me just check to see on my list what I have gone over and what I haven't. Yeah, I think that is almost it. There's a couple of things here that I just wanted to bring up here. So I think I just open up a new thing here. This. Okay, yeah, this is the right one. That's good. So this is just like a little, oh gosh, interesting little Japanese thing, which people might find interested. So a letter of an alphabet or a character in Japanese, obviously, is denoted in this way, which is this kanji here, which means writing, which you can probably see here, sentence, literature, and stuff like that, literary, radical, whatever. This basically means this is like writing, and this is the kanji for character, as you can see over here. So you have, I didn't have my pointer up on the screen properly, so you have writing, character, so the letter of an alphabet, as you can understand here. And the way you would say it is emoji. Now you might think, that sounds a little familiar and whatever. So if I look at this other page which I've got here, we have a picture, writing character, which is almost the same thing, but would be pronounced emoji. So if you've ever wondered where the term emoji comes from, it's basically Japanese here, and it makes complete sense in Japanese as like basically picture character, pictorial symbol, pictogram, or as we know them now, emoji. So I thought that'd be interesting to bring up here. And also, you may have heard that these other things called, let me see, calmoji. I think that's how you do it. Yeah. So calmoji, but basically means like face. Character, which are emoticons, as we would call them. So obviously you can see here the word for emoticon is very much an English construction, emotion, icon, emoticon, and whatever. But obviously the word for emoji just came through to us from Japanese just straight off without going through this, which is calmoji, which probably is because to separate English. I don't know why I'm learning Japanese. I can hardly speak English. If you look at calmoji there, you can see emoticon. You can see there. Over here, this is like the general standard kind of English emoticon is like this, but you may have seen previously before the various types of Japanese emoticons, or as I call them, calmoji, here, which these very cute little kind of things here, which are obviously all made up of I don't know if they'd be ASCII or whatever, but basically the characters which are available for Japanese people to use to type out on their keyboards or phones or whatever. So you can make cute little pictures like this. So I could just basically, if I wanted to, copy this here and then go over to the Twitch chat here and pop it in there. There we go. And we have on the screen there now this little cute face here. And yeah, you can obviously see through some of these other ones. This one's got extreme sparkles and things going on. This one's like throwing out a star and whatever. It's got stars as their eyes. And this one, yeah, it's a very cute one as well there. And look at all these sparkles and things. This one's throwing out stars. And yeah, so it's all a lot of interesting ones. So those ones obviously here for like love and stuff like this here, and then these ones are embarrassment, sympathy, dissatisfaction, anger. Oh gosh, DeviantArt. Yeah. Is that one dissatisfaction? Here we go. Anger. This is an interesting one here. The double fingers up on. This is a good one too. Look at that. I like the use of this. It looks like a kanji in the middle here. Let's go back to our dictionary here and let's see. Investigation, no benefit. There we go. So yeah, this is the kanji for benefit here in the middle. Let me have a look. Investigation. And you can see if I can find the right one. Yeah, this one here. Why I thought it looked kind of like the same one here. Because even though it's not the same, if you don't have these, you know, as permanently lodged in your brain, this here, let me just actually get these so you can see them in the same place. You know, they kind of have the same thing. They kind of have this thing at the top with like two bits going down either side and the thing underneath, which is kind of like a box on like a ground thing. You can see how very similar they are in some aspects, and why I thought that this one was investigate, or why it looked like it could be investigate and stuff like that. But yeah, so this is a bunch of these things here. Sadness ones here. Oh gosh, look at all these crying ones. Oh gosh, look at these. They look like little Among Us characters, don't they, in the eyes of these ones here. These ones are more pain. Oh dear. What is that one? Fear. Just look at this one. That's a good one. And a lot of fun neutral ones, and yeah. This is me most of the time. Okay, that's working there. And oh gosh, hugging. This is a very interesting hugging one. They look slightly concerned, and this one looks, oh gosh, it's like, I guess I'm going to hug you. Ah, dear me. But yeah, so that is what the cow emoji are, and hiding. Ah, cute. It kind of reminds me of one of the emoji that I've got, or emotes as they call them here, which I like to use occasionally, which is that one there, which does show up on the screen, which is good. But yes, we got a few of these here. Cats. Gosh, we got to have a look at all the cats, or neko, I suppose. We've got to actually. Oh gosh, where did the cats? Those are hiding, riding, sleeping cats. There's some good. This is a good cat. This is a very good cat over here. This is a cat who's going to pounce on you any moment. Right over here. This is a cutie cat. Oh, and then the flower in their hair as well. This one's going, yeah. And oh, I love this little kitty over here. This is a good one as well. Can I properly cut and paste? Pop this kitty over here. That is a good kitty right there. We probably have other ones. That's a bear. Yes, a bear. Of course. Oh, cool. Look at this bear. I mean, I don't know if you can see that. Hang on, let me bring up my preview. Yes, you can see that. Look at this bear down here. That is an amazing bear. A little happy bear. So yeah, I definitely have a lot of interesting variants to these rather than the you know, English emoji. These are some good bunnies. Here, some piggies. What are these ones? Birds. I suppose, yeah, I can kind of see birds from these ones. Fish on the side. Spiders. Oh gosh. Oh no. Poor spider. Oh no. And then friends, and yeah, so basically it's a lot of magic, flower magic and stuff like that. And yeah, a lot of fun things. Oh yeah, these actually got some emoji in there as well. There we go. Oh gosh. Yeah, this is the good old table flip emoji. Oh gosh, yeah, hello. So there we go. And you can get an app apparently to do this if you want to as well. But yeah, oh no, this person's out at sea. Please save them. Wow. Why, Konata from Lucky Stars in the corner. I do not know. I'm thinking that there seems to be like a mascot kind of thing going on. But did you notice down here? We have a punishment for cheating here, which from where I'm standing doesn't look too much of a punishment to me, but for other people, this might be somewhat of a punishment, certainly. But anyway, that is their pointing, which we will get that out of here, and yeah, let's get that out of there. Back to Possum again. And I think, as I said, because it's quite warm here, and because I'm just kind of like trying to get back into my stride of things like this, I think we can be like bringing things to a close. So as I said, I've got a song which I want to play at the end of the stream. I've got a little thing to go into where the song came from, stuff like that, because sometimes I can't say where the song came from, but this one I can tell people where the song came from. So I'll do that, but obviously it's been so long since we talked to our friend here, Tracy. Tracy, how are you? It's been so long. So long. Okay, Tracy. Yeah, I'm fine. Hello, everybody. Hi. I hope you're doing okay. Hi. Hi. Haven't seen anybody for a while. Hi. Hi. Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing okay. Hi, everybody. Hi. 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 I think hello. You get that out of your system a little bit, Tracy? Yeah, I think I got it out of my system a little bit now. Cool. So how have you been over the time? Not bad. I have been making sure to eat snacks while you've been away. to do the good old duty of eating the snacks. Yeah. Well, you know, when I've been recovering, I have been eating snacks myself. Ow. Oh, yeah. So that's why there wasn't, like, more snacks for me. It's because you were still eating snacks. Yeah, I still had to eat and stuff like this. Yeah. And well, you got a question here from Starly. He says, "Good to see you." Hi, good to see you, Starly. Hello. Hi, Starly. Good to see you. And I hope it's good to see me. Hi. Oh yes, you did say good. You did say good to see. So, hi. You can calm down just a little bit there, Tracy. I can try to calm down a little bit. Cool. Well, Starly's asking you here, obviously after first saying good to see you. Yeah, good to see you. Have you been playing many games? Well, Katie's poorly. Yeah, I've been eating some snacks and playing some games and stuff like that. I have mainly been working on trying to do like Minesweeper, because we had like I think a little while ago there was like one of the Amiga things was Minesweeper, but I don't know. Oh yeah, we actually saw the Windows 95 thing. Did we actually get to like Minesweeper on that thing? I can't remember, because I remember one of them didn't work too well, and so we couldn't really have a look at it. That might have been one of the Windows things, but in testing things, I did have a little go at the Minesweeper and such like that. So yeah, there was that, and you saw that Minesweeper, and you had a go to try it yourself, did you? Yeah, I had a go. So it's like click, 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 boom. Oh no, I got blown up. Click, 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 boom. And then I got blown up again, and click, 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 boom. And then I got blown up again. And then I realised that the numbers actually meant something. Yeah. I mean, I think I don't know if I actually managed to play it on stream, but if I did, I would have tried to explain a little bit about it. Yeah, but also I might not have been paying like the fullest attention. You didn't pay attention during my streams. Well, not the fullest attention. Do you pay attention during everybody's stream? Well, yeah, sometimes I do get distracted and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you play like your phone's just there. It's like, maybe I'll quickly look at this little thing, but I can still pay attention to the screen. And then all of a sudden you realise you haven't been paying attention to the last 10 minutes or something. Very, very, very much like that, Tracy. There, yeah. That kind of thing happens. It does indeed. It does indeed happen. Yeah. So yeah, I've been just like trying to do a little bit of Minesweeper, and it went much slower after I realised I had to pay attention to the numbers. But slightly more successful. I've managed to clear some of like the smaller grids. And yeah, the big ones are just like a bit scary, and then I can just put your own numbers in, and then they're like huge, and then like. I don't know what to do with all these squares. It's frightening to even start. Yeah, I think that what they do is they had it programmed so that at least on the first click you wouldn't get exploded and whatever. Yeah, that's good. I mean, sometimes on the first click though, it doesn't really unveil enough, does it? So you have to keep clicking around. Yeah, I mean that's one of the issues with Minesweeper is like it doesn't always give you what you need to do on the first thing. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but then it's like it's not really like 100% flawless logic game. I mean, sometimes it's just down to luck because you end up like sometimes at the end with like a little bit of a what do you call it? Ambiguous. Yeah, that's the one. An ambiguous situation. And so then you can't say which one it definitely has like a mine or whatever. So you have to just like click whichever one and then like hope that it's not the mine. Yeah, but at least in the end you figure out which ones were the mines and which ones weren't. Yeah, I suppose that's kind of the way. But then if that happens like really near the start, then it's kind of like it's not very helpful at all. Yeah, especially excuse me, especially right near the start. Oh, chaos is just turning up now whilst we're almost going to be finishing things off. Apologies, chaos. I've been it's very warm here. I'm not up for doing a long stream today. I just want to do a little bit because obviously I wanted to just show my face and whatever, and Tracy wanted to show her face. Yeah, I've been missing seeing people. Hello everybody. Yeah, there we go. But Chaos is saying that nothing in life is ambiguous and she's offended. Is she really offended? It's Chaos. Yeah, sure, she's probably not really offended. She's probably not really offended. And also says other things which I won't talk to you about because you don't need to dirty your mind. Oh my! Yeah, you don't need to dirty your mind with that. No, I don't need to dirty my mouth by saying that. Chaos. Really? Really? Indeed. But yes, unless anybody has any other questions at the moment, you feel like you've said your piece and introduced yourself well enough and all that kind of thing. Yeah, I think I got it out of my system. So thank you everybody for dropping by, and hopefully I'll be able to see you a lot more in the next month and so on and stuff like that. So for now, bye. There we go. Tracy over now. Oh no, we have a Chaos. I'm going to give you those points back. We're not going there. We do not need Tracy explains edging. So if you want to know about edge, what we've got over here is a possum who is in the browser Edge. So this is what edging can be for you. So this is what we have. So yeah, this is just like a thing to show between me showing other things here. I suppose before going, I can show you my good object of power here. Chaos. This is my object of power. And much heft here, which is an old phone like this, good old BT phone with a good old rotary dial here, which may or may not be coming through very well on the thing there, but it's a very, very good, very much an object of power and stuff like that. But this is the one we actually... Oh! Yes, you could definitely do some damage hitting somebody with that, especially if it lands on a slightly sensitive area. But anyway, maybe I should end the stream before doing damage to myself. Or more damage to myself. So yeah, I just wanted to show you off. You could actually, I did actually comment that it was smooth indeed. Ah, gosh. Anyhow, at least my voice can't go higher. Well, it could, but you know. Anyhow, I wanted to, before finishing off, play a song on the way out, but also kind of explain a little bit of where the song came from and stuff like that. So you may remember a while ago that I did a stream about just me playing around with some music stuff. I've done a few streams about some of the music software and stuff like that, but I did this one around here about 6 months ago. It says here, look, I can sign up to experience the best of Katie Rosine. My word, there's a best of me, apparently. So, you know. But anyway, you remember nothing. But there is this here. About 6 months ago, it says Minecraft. It definitely wasn't Minecraft. And look, I'm streaming live right now, apparently. I've been getting some geos and doing frog sanctuaries and software-aided transitions and things like that. So yeah, so I got this little thing, this little clip, which I pulled out about 6 months ago as well. And we will just have a little play of that, and you can kind of hear where this song that I'm going to play you came from. Actually, it's pretty low volume, isn't it? Is there anything I can do to change that? This probably will do it for you, but not so much for me. So hopefully this will be a bit loud so you can hear it. Ooh. Yeah, this is a good one. Or something like that, I don't know. Pretend I can beatbox, and then you have that. But that was a pretty nice one. Still a bit quiet. I mean, could you hear enough of that to get what was going on there? I'm not sure of a way to make it a lot louder. If I put this on here, maybe this will do it. Tell me if this is any better. Ooh. Yeah, this is a good one. How about that? Actually, that might not. Or something like that, I don't know. Pretend I can beatbox. Was that better? Did you get the idea of what was going on there? So basically, I was just playing around with one of these synths that I have here. So just like playing around with the dials and trying to do something. And I just like hit another key, and it just started playing a good sound. And so then I just like hit another basically random key, and then it came out with a good second sound. And so I played to do that a couple more times, and it was like, oh, this actually came out quite nice. And so I just like repeated that pattern, and then tried to beatbox. Which my whatever it was. And so yeah, that if you want to see this thing on your own and actually kind of get a little bit more context of it, that is that in there. And I called the clip here, as you can probably see on the screen as well, Katie Can't Beatbox, because I did kind of mess up the beatboxing that I was attempting to do there. But yeah, basically I was just like playing around with synth, just like, you know, twiddling a few dials and stuff like that, and I landed on a nice sound and managed to find out some nice basically like chords like very, very quickly, and then just kind of went, you know, this is what the rest of the song might go like, boom, boom, and stuff like that. But I kind of flubbed it up as a little bit. So there basically was that. Let's go back to the possum there. And so yeah, that was basically what happened. And then after the stream, I went back and obviously took that clip there, and then looked at the settings I had on the synth, and just like basically recreated it, and decided to actually just flesh out the song basically. So what I have on here is the full version of what I called Katie Can't Beatbox, which will be playing at the end here. So yeah, before I go, I just want to say, as I said previously, hopefully from now I am mostly recovered from the COVID that I had, and I should be able to do more streams and stuff like that. As I said, unfortunately at the moment here in the UK it is quite warm and hasn't really been cooling down very much over the course of me doing the stream. As you can see, it's still bright outside. And so I only want to do like a short stream. We've got to 1.5 hours, which is, you know, a reasonable thing, especially just for a waffling stream about various bits and pieces and whatever. So hopefully I should be able to do some more streams in the future, whatever. So if I'm feeling okay on Friday, when it's going to be art again, then if I'm feeling okay to do a stream, then I will have a look at Bug Snacks, because we got to, you know, I think getting nearer to the end. I don't know how close to the end we are, but I think we're getting nearer to the end at least. And then on Sunday, as I said, if I'm feeling well again, then I should be hopefully looking at this Minecraft map that Sally's been making. She said that she's got at least one level sorted out at the moment. She may have another one sorted out by Sunday, but depends on what she has to do and such like that. Excuse me. And yeah, so we'll see how it turns out, and that. Did I answer your question? Oh gosh, where was your question? It seems like it would be like you hope to have the second level done in time. Cool. Your question would have been a little bit further back. I'm going back a long way to find your question here. What was your question, Morbit? Because I'd be going a bit too far back to notice things. But yeah, so as I said, as I've said previously before, I had COVID and whatever because of my ME and whatever. It's I did answer that, but yeah, if you weren't around, I haven't watched them. Yeah, I haven't watched them at the moment, but they are on my list of things to watch, and I am very interested in seeing what they're doing. But because I've just kind of been distracted by various other things, as I am muchly a distractible person, as you probably understand. But yeah, so as I say, health permitting, I should be able to do the other couple of streams, even though they might not have the camera on, because I will be melting at that time. But yeah, hopefully it should be okay to actually just like play the games and stuff like that. But yeah, so that is basically it for today. I hope to see people around on Friday and Sunday, if I am indeed around myself. I'm scrap using with a there's some effective method. Obviously the ancient debris can't be blown up by explosions, so, or destroyed by explosions, I should say. So yeah, that is a very viable method to do so. I think I remembered, wasn't Doc doing or trying to do something like that on Hermitcraft? I don't think it went terribly well, or at least as well as he hoped. But yeah, I think I remember him trying to do something like that before. But anyway, I will finish off with this this song, as I said, called Katie Carter Beatbox, and I hope you enjoy it. And obviously, I hope to see you next time. And I've bungled the outro here, but I will just carry on as if I hadn't, and just say, I will see you next time. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye. If I can click on the right thing.